What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to Story Time with your favorite Reddit fairy. Just kidding. What's going on, guys? It's Lorna, of course. Welcome back. How was your Christmas? What are you guys doing for New Year's? Guys got some big plans? Let me know in the comments. What are you guys doing? Let me know if you celebrate Christmas. What did you do? What did you get? What are the crazy fun things that you got? I got my Reddit Secret Santa gift. Oh my god. I'll talk more about that later. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get into some r/ChoosingBeggars. It's not going to be, as you can see, very video oriented because my old ass computer likes to crash every single time I try to edit video into it. So until I get my computer back, I hope you guys just suffer this with me. It's not ideal, I understand, but hopefully I don't lose any of you. All right, you guys, I'm rambling, so let's get into it. All she wanted for Christmas was a pair of AirPod Pro. Posted by user 91 fuck Shadowban. My SO, 19 female, is extremely upset because I, 19 male, got her the wrong kind of Christmas gift. She asked for AirPod Pros, but I didn't have enough money to get them for her. We talked, and she said she wouldn't mind if I got her the normal AirPods. So that's what I did. Well, she sees on our Amazon that I order her a case for the regular AirPods and not the Pros, and she loses her shit around our room. When I asked her why, she told me she would be okay with them. She said she thought I was asking to trick her. I just left because I couldn't believe she could be so childish. I have a feeling I'm not in the wrong, but I need help finding the words to show her how she's acting. Spoiled brat? Much? Maybe. Honestly, I don't understand the hype about these AirPods. They're not that great. And it's a stupid idea if you ask me. You lose one and boom, you're fucked. They're over expensive and the quality, I mean, it's okay. Not amazing. I've had better quality headphones that cost less than $100. Just saying. It's kind of ridiculous. It just looks stupid, too. Like, they're just floating there. It just looks dumb. And then you gotta try not to lose... You know what? Whatever. To each their own, definitely. You know me. I don't hate on anybody for their personal choices. But unless they're not a total asshole and, a rapist or a murderer or something. Anyway. I'm ranting today because I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I miss doing this. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get into the next story. Landlord Drama. Posted by user Fat Elvis. I'm a landlord, and having living paycheck to paycheck and working 2 jobs most of my 20s and 30s, I finally saved up enough to invest in some real estate. Flipped a couple of properties and turned my second job into working for myself, and now at 50, I own a few rental units, but still work a full-time job. I get the working class and what it is like struggling to have a place to live, truck to drive, and food to eat. My mother was single and raised me and my brother, and she struggled too. So as a landlord, I tend to be soft on people that were just like me at one time. I rented an apartment to a single mother. At first, it was a couple, but the husband left for whatever reason, and it was just her and the baby. She could not pay rent on time because she only got paid once a month, so I gave a little grace and changed the due date to the 7th and never charged her a late fee as long as she paid by the 15th. She could barely afford food, utilities, so I put ceiling fans in the unit to help keep it cool, and I had an old washer and dryer set from an older unit, so I installed it in her apartment so she could wash her clothes. My wife also would sometimes babysit for her, and we also made sure she had diapers for the baby and food. In one of the other units was another couple. The husband worked and she stayed home. When they had a baby, I sent them a card with a $50 gift certificate and wished them well. I was not prepared for the response. She wanted to renegotiate the rent. wanted a brand new washer and dryer, ceiling fans, and complained the $50 gift certificate would not even cover diapers and formula for a month. So I ignored her. But then the rent started being late. After my letters were ignored, I made a courtesy call. She was indignant that I would ask her to pay rent on the 1st when other tenants could pay it on the 15th with no late fees. She was still demanding a washer and dryer, and not old used ones either. And she said I owed her for utilities since I did not furnish them with ceiling fans. Everything I had done for the SM in the other unit she felt I owed her. Again, I ignored her and sent a demand for rent, on time, or pay the late fees. A few months later, I'm on the property doing my quarterly inspections, changing batteries and smoke detectors and new AC filters. Single mother won't even look me in the eye. She does not want to let me in the unit and is acting very odd. So I call my wife over and we ask to sit down and talk. It takes some effort, but single mother finally told us she heard from the other neighbor that I had been inappropriate towards her, and that was buttering single mother up for other reasons. I was livid, but I calmly explained the reason I was helping her was I was raised by a single mother and I was just paying it forward. I also told single mother about all the demands that crazy bitch made with the rent and appliances. Single mother was shocked. I chose to not renew the lease for the crazy woman. Single mother stayed for a few more years before meeting someone new and she moved in with him. I still help folks that struggle, but I'm very careful not to do too much or it causes rumors and problems. Edit. Thank you for all the support and kind words. Well, my dude, good for you for trying to help somebody. Like, it sounded like, she may have needed it, but holy shit, people just, I don't get that. Like, they didn't make those demands before you showed any generosity. So why, when you do show generosity, they flip it like 180? Yeah, you need to give me all this, but you already gave it to me and I don't like it, so buy me new stuff. No, that's not how it works. You should just be freaking grateful. 'Tis the season. Am I right? Am I right? Oh my God, I'm right. I know it. But I can't wrap my head around people like this. I don't get it. Why do you think that your landlord of all people, if it's not in the contract, why would they owe you that? Do they maybe not know how to read or something? I don't know, my dudes. Let's move on. About the bitch who complained about a new coworker's thoughtful gift. Posted by user Orail_Kapow. We just had a new coworker start a few months ago. He's a real sweet and genuine guy. He spent a ton of time getting to know all of us and he would share his knowledge while still eager to learn. Just a good person who made an authentic effort to get to know us. For Christmas, he took the time to write out personalized Christmas cards to each of us in the department. There are about 70 of us. Each card had a personalized message. He put so much care into this, guys. And on top of that, he gifted everyone in the office their own $10 gift card to the local coffee house at our job. He didn't have to do any of this. Most of us were grateful. Most of us. Our resident asshole of a petulant child decided to pipe up during our coworker's gift giving and tell him that he should have gotten gift cards to a coffee place she uses outside of work. A personalized card, hand-delivered, with free coffee, none of which was expected. And this bitch went ahead and complained. ETA. There are only around 10 of us in the office, so no, not everyone got a gift card. You can rest easy knowing that my coworker didn't spend all that much. Sorry for the confusion. ETA 2. Good guy coworker was okay in the end. Ungrateful coworker was immediately called out and given a talking to by management. ETA means edited to add. I was in angry work mode when I typed this. Shit. I was gonna say, holy shit, that's if there's 70 people there, that's $700 or something just in gift cards alone. Not to mention the cost of cards. Yeah, that would be crazy. Depending on your job, I guess, but that That would be pretty crazy, but I mean, it's doable. On my previous salary, it would be doable, but I don't think I'm that thoughtful, to be honest. Oh no. Let me know in the comments. Did anybody, I am not in no way affiliated with the following product that's about to come out of my mouth. Do any of you have one of those Ninja coffee brewer stations? I forget what it's called. I have to look at it. Okay, it's the Ninja coffee bar system. This thing looks slick. I opened it up and I'm like, holy shit, it's Wayne Manor up in this bitch. Does anybody have one? Have you heard of it? It just looks so nice. I am scared to take it out of the box because I'm such a klutz. I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it or just break something off or something. How easy is it to use? If you have one, let me know. I'm really curious because it looks so awesome. And I saw it like a little kid in a candy shop because I love coffee, as you all know. So, yeah, let me know. What have you guys made with it? Share some photos with me even. If you use this on a daily basis, send me some photos. I'll gladly share that shit. But yeah, like, don't complain about the gifts that you are given. Unless it's like, it was something meant to insult you. You should be fucking thankful that anybody even thought of you. You know, like, they're coworkers. They're not they're kind of your family, but, I mean, you know, if you don't have that close of a relationship with someone, don't expect them to go all out and find specifically what coffee you like to drink, or out of all these people who got the same thing, that should tell you something. Like, just be happy you got something. Alright, my dudes, and the last story of the day is called Choosing Beggar Groom Pushes Me Too Far, and I Threaten to Delete His Wedding Photos. Posted by user TinderGuy11. Hi all, I posted this in a different subreddit, and then someone suggested that it might fit in here. So here I am, first time poster on this sub. Requested, TLDR at the bottom. I run a company where we hire out wedding and event service providers, with our main focus being photography and videography. Other services include DJs, drone pilots, hair and makeup artists, etc. Not relevant at all. So a few months back, I get an instant chat from a bride via our website. She informs me that they are coming down to South Africa in December, and they need a wedding photographer and videographer. I send our packages to her, and she says her fiancé wants to call me. I say that's fine, and I give her my number. A few hours pass, and I'd almost forgotten about them, but my phone finally rings. The fiancé, speaking in a very heavy German accent, starts sweet-talking me, mentioning how people rave about our fantastic work and service. I'm calling BS on every word he says, but I'm also infamous for my inability to say no. He ends up offering us about a third of what the package charge, offering to make the hours less, removing any physical copies, etc. He also adds that he'll give us an R500 tip on the night. I ask him why I can't just add that as part of the quote, to which he just replies, "Gentleman's agreement." Anyway, somehow I accept his insane offer. If I was a drinker, I'd be saying that I really should stop drinking at work. NB. I had emphasized that they will get no overtime. If my people stay 1 minute longer than agreed upon, I'm going to charge. He said this was fine. So what they required us for was 2 hours for the Friday and 3 hours for the Saturday. Nothing too hectic, hence why I agreed, but it did require me redoing the entire shift list for that weekend as to free 2 qualified people up to go cover their events. The Friday event, I did the photos myself and took one of my videographers with me, and I will add, they were insanely nice, especially the groom. The time did drag a bit because there really wasn't much to shoot, just a group of people sitting around a table, but whatever. After an hour and a half, the groom told us we could leave. Awesome. I wasn't able to do the second evening myself. I had made them aware of this from the start, but sent a different photographer, one much more talented than me, if I'm being honest, and the same videographer from the night before. They were booked from 18:15 to 21:15. I had told them to stay until 21:45 to make up the 30 minutes we had skipped the night before. So how we work is that none of my people own their own gear and everything belongs to me. Therefore, after each shift, the shooters have to return the gear to me. The wedding they were shooting was about a 25-minute drive from my place, and the one I was shooting was an hour drive. I was also booked until 2200. I got home after 2300 hours and saw that they hadn't returned yet. All my other teams started arriving shortly after me and returned their gear, but no sign of those two. This had me worried as they were working the closest and were supposed to finish before anyone else. I tried calling, but no answer from either of them. Just before 1200 hours, I got in my car and went out to look for them. I had driven for about 10 minutes when I saw them passing me from the opposite direction. I turned my car around and drove home. I asked them what had happened. They explained that they had stayed until 21:45 as ordered, but as they were about to start packing up, the bride had sent her maid of honor to request another hour. They had explicitly said they will talk to me about it afterward and I can just add it to their invoice. They were also making my videographer do things that were only reserved for our biggest package. More importantly, though, apparently, the couple had gone full entitled people at this second event, yelling at my photographer and just being completely rude. I have a very low tolerance for rude people. The next afternoon, Sunday, I see I have a missed call from the groom and then a voice note thanking me for my team and then adding that they are leaving the country in 7 days, so they will appreciate it if I can have their wedding photos and videos done before then. They also want all their new raw materials on a hard drive. He made no mention of the overtime. I stared at this message kinda dumbstruck, as our contract clearly stipulates that the waiting period for photos is 4 weeks and 8 weeks for video. His quotation also clearly said no physical copies. I texted him back the next morning, saying that there was no way I was going to have everything done before January. I did offer to give them the raws before they leave, but a hard drive would have to be added to the invoice along with the overtime bill. To this, he replied that he would like to call me to discuss our situation. I knew exactly what was coming, and I was dreading that phone call. The phone call happened later that afternoon. This story has already gone on way too long, so I'm gonna skip most of it and just cut to the parts that made my blood boil. Groom. So you say you cannot have it done before we leave? Me. Unfortunately not. Groom. Oh, that disappoints me, because all our guests are asking how much longer the photos are gonna take, but we understand. Me. Great, I'm glad you understand. I can give you the raws if you wish, but you'll have to pay for an external. I have some in stock. Groom. I don't want to pay for a hard drive. You can just WeTransfer me all the raws. Me. No, I can't. Groom. Oh, why? Me. Because it's over 100 gigs of materials, and this is South Africa. With our internet speed, it'll take about 2 years. Groom. Oh, do you think we need the raw materials? Me. No, I don't. Groom. Okay. Long, awkward pause. Groom. I don't understand why there's an overtime bill. Me. Because you asked my people to stay an extra hour. Groom. No, they only stayed 10 minutes longer, and you owed us 30 minutes from the night before. Me. I took the 30 minutes into account, and they still stayed an hour after that. Groom. No, that's not true. Me. I have the timestamps on the photos when the first and last ones were taken. You want me to send that to you? Groom. No, I don't. Me. Awesome. Groom. But we hired you and got someone else. Me. You hired the company, not me, and on Friday you even said that I must enjoy my wedding on Saturday. You always knew you weren't getting me. Groom. But we were not happy with who you sent. Me. Really? Why's that? Groom. I just don't think we should be charged extra for them. Me. Unfortunately, that's what we agreed upon. Groom. But you offer me a better price on the overtime? Me. I am offering you a better price on overtime. Groom. Oh, but this is the best you can do? Me. If you take into account the tip we never got, then this is actually almost nothing. Groom. What tip? Me. The gentleman's agreement we made? Groom. I don't know what you mean. Me. That's the surprise of the century. Groom. So when do we get the photos? Me. In January, but you need to pay the rest of your invoice first, including the overtime. Groom. Yes, you send us everything and then we pay. Me. No, the contract you signed stipulates that you will receive nothing until all invoices have been settled. That is our policy. Groom. Yes, but then we don't know you ever send photos. Me. I thought you had heard so many people tell you about how great our service is. Groom. Yeah, but I'm not happy with this. You send us everything and we decide if we want to pay. Me. Yeah, that's not happening. Groom. But you cannot ask me to trust you like this? Me. You're right. We cannot trust each other. I think the simplest solution is that I refund your deposit, delete your wedding, and we can be done with each other because I've heard enough. Groom. I feel I have offended you. Me. You have not, but you are wasting my time, and I'm done doing favors for you. The only difference between you and our other clients is that they all paid full price. Groom. Okay. Me. Great. I'll wait for the money to show up in my account, and then I'll start editing process. Groom. And you cannot offer me a better price on the overtime? Me. Have a good Xmas. And I hung up the phone. The next morning, the bride sent me a text that they had just paid the outstanding balance and now want their photos because January is a long time to wait. January was 8 days away. It has now been 3 days and the money has yet to show in my account. TLDR, cheap-ass groom offers us third of our package price and then tries to get out of paying. I threaten to delete his wedding photos. Update. Thank you so much for all the awards. I was not expecting that. But I really appreciate it. Not really an update, but just something I forgot to mention in the original post. While I was busy at my wedding, about an hour before my photographer was meant to be at theirs, the bride texted me a list of the family photos they needed. I forwarded it to my photographer just as she was getting into her car to leave. At the wedding, the bride had started yelling at her for not having a printout of the list. Oh my god, bridezillas. Oh, that's a pretty epic choosing beggar right there. And a pair of them that found each other that are getting married. Oh my dear God, they are going to have children that are going to wreak havoc on the world, my dudes. Oh my God, that's crazy. They got a lot of awards for this too. That's pretty awesome. Oh, so my dudes. Don't forget, down in the comments, let me know, have you guys ever used the Ninja coffee bar system, or whatever it's called? Let me know what you guys did for the Christmas holidays, or with Hanukkah, or whatever holiday that you celebrate. If you don't celebrate any holidays, what did you do? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you like this video, please smash that like button. Don't forget to share. Because sharing is caring. Subscribe and hit that little bell icon next to it to be notified of future videos just like this. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get these videos out, but I'm going to try because my computer it is very testy. It's my old computer, not my new one that's being repaired, but it's very testy and yeah. I don't want to throw it across the room. Let's just put it that way, because it's getting to me. But my dudes, I hope you guys had an amazing day, an even more amazing weekend. I'll try to get out here as soon as I can, like I said. Send me your stories, as always, because even if I don't do a video every day, I'm still going to compile them to do a video on, to read them. So just send them my way. Send me those photos. Christmas photos, anything you guys want to send me that you think is cool that you got for Christmas. I want to see it. I want to see what y'all got. All right, my dudes, you have a great day. I already said that, but I mean it. Have a great day. I miss you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.